Your team has a problem. Despite countless hours of work, features keep getting delayed because they're not quite ready yet. Backlog grows while delivery stalls and customers become restless. Sounds familiar? This perfectionism trap isn't just frustrating, it's undermining your ability to deliver value. Today, I'll share 5 proven strategies that use prioritization to overcome perfectionism and accelerate value delivery. Perfectionism in teams often manifests as an inability to declare work complete. Continuous expansion of scope and anxiety about releasing imperfect work are what permeates, preventing teams from releasing things quickly. These behaviors delay value delivery, exhaust team members, and decrease customer satisfaction. The solution lies in structured prioritization approaches that create clarity, focus, and permission to deliver valuable work, even if it's imperfect. First strategy is to replace traditional prioritization methods with no type ranking. And sometimes it's called forced ranking, where you rank every backlog item from 1 to n, and ties are not allowed. And traditional methods can lead teams to label multiple tasks as high priority, effectively giving several tasks the same importance and diluting focus. The reality is, if everything is priority number one, nothing truly is. No time ranking forces explicit decisions about what's most critical, second most critical, and so forth. This absolute clarity reduces task switching and helps teams learn how to concentrate their energy where it matters the most. For example, if user authentication ranks as priority number one, customizable dashboards as priority number two, and animated transitions as priority number three, the team clearly understands where perfectionism is most justified. This clarity helps them decide where extra refinement genuinely pays off. Say, for example, if you're talking about a safety concern or a dangerous implementation, we've declared that as a priority number one. Well, that's where the efforts to make things the best quality make sense, as opposed to something that we prioritize lower. Strategy number two is to create a clear definition of done. One of the most effective antidotes to perfectionism is explicit, agreed upon criteria for when work is complete. Without clarity, the finish line constantly shifts as team members think of just one more thing to improve. A good definition of done specifies functional requirements, quality standards, and necessary documentation without encouraging unnecessary polish. Keep this definition focused on delivering value. For instance, instead of requiring exhaustive documentation, specify that the documentation is to be just enough for a new developer to maintain the code. This prevents endless perfectionist refinements while ensuring knowledge transfer. The third priority is to time box to limit perfectionist tendencies. Parkinson's law states that work expands to fill the time allocated. Perfectionism exploits this, creating endless refinement cycles. Time boxing counters this by allocating fixed periods to tasks. When the time box expires, the team reviews progress and assesses whether additional refinement would be should be added, and its a proportional value, whether it's worth investing in it or not. For user interface components, allocate a half-day build, for example, and one quarter day to polish it. This creates healthy urgency, focusing on what matters within the available time rather than endless polishing. Fourth strategy is to embrace the minimum viable product approach. The MVP concept is about delivering the smallest product version that provides value and enables learning. It's not a complete and marketable product. That's not its purpose and intent. It's not a minimum marketable product. It's also not just a quick and dirty release. It has a specific purpose and intent. It's a deliberate, focused version of the product designed to validate critical assumptions like required features, performance expectations, and UI or usability elements. We want that information as early as possible, and that's what the MVP gives us. Define clearly what minimum and viable mean for your context. Ask what's the smallest deliverable that lets us test our core assumption and learn from actual users. This reframes the goal away from feature completeness and toward accelerated insight, which can be used to improve the product in meaningful, iterative ways while avoiding unnecessary work. And the fifth strategy is to conduct structured retrospectives, focusing on progress over perfection. Regular perspectives allow teams to reflect and identify improvement opportunities, specifically addressing perfectionism with questions like, where did we spend time without proportional value? And what could have been released earlier for feedback? These kind of questions can help fine tune and really focus and give us the greatest benefit of the feedback that we get from retrospectives. These conversations help recognize that perfectionism is a hindrance. Developing shared understanding about appropriate quality levels is what's important. Over time, this builds a culture that prioritizes progress and learning over flawless but delayed deliveries. Implementing these strategies requires thoughtful leadership and team engagement. Start by openly discussing the cost of perfectionism. Use concrete examples where delays led to missed opportunities or where earlier feedback could have redirected efforts beneficially. When introducing these practices, emphasize that high standards remain crucial. We're not talking about throwing standards away or becoming mediocre. That's not it. The goal isn't lowering quality, it's strategically directing quality efforts to create and deliver maximum value as quickly as possible. Communicate clearly that imperfect or timely work meets the customer needs, and that outweighs perfect but late or misdirected work. By adopting these five prioritization strategies, teams can escape perfectionism, focusing energy where it truly matters. They'll deliver frequently, learn rapidly, and create solutions through iteration, not from perfection. Remember, different tasks require different quality approaches. Safety critical features might demand exhaustive testing before release, while customer facing interfaces benefit from visual polish. Backend functions focus on robust functionality where the polish is not that important. Explicit trade offs that align with value delivery priorities prevent blanket perfectionism, and that is what consumes our time. Measure success through timely delivery and customer feedback. Are users getting value sooner? Is the team adapting quickly? Are fewer hours spent on unnecessary refinements? These indicators show prioritization strategies effectively counter perfectionism. So, what prioritization techniques help your team combat perfectionism? Have you tried these strategies? Share your experiences in the comments. We'll benefit from each other's insights. And if you'd like to learn more about how nurturing a culture of continuous improvement and avoid perfectionism, like one of these, I'll be happy to tell you all about it.